si
Hey,
Iggy.
E.
Okay.
Shout out. There you go.
Hello. Thank you,
Hello,
friends. Sa aming mga friends sa Canada, gising
Michael.
pa sila.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Lisa.
Iggy Boy,
Good
Ferdinand.
boy. Yep.
Okay.
We're good. We're good. Thank you. Yeah. So basically, I think we already have 14. Oh,
Sige po. Paki-share nyo pa po and keep
yeah.
clicking the like and the thumbs. I think that helps us to get more sort of exposure. Our daughter Kayla is there. But okay, ang dami nanonood. Yay. Hello.
Oh,
Watching from New York.
yeah.
And
Si
for
Michael, ang
thank
ating
you.
dancer.
Okay.
Hey,
Share nyo
killer.
lang po and
Hey, Ryan. Yeah, but thank you. Yeah, for everyone. I think we can have the hashtag at everyone, right?
ganun ba yon? Hashtag at everyone.
Or at
Well,
everyone.
or tag someone right now like you're a friend that's is online at iganon nyo siya para additional visibility, but we are good. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who don't know, I'm Anna. Ako si Anna. Ito ang aking
Yeah,
husband.
I
Si
think
Wax.
ano, I
Ano
think
lang,
most of the watchers kilala tayo.
kilala na
Wala pa
nila
namang
tayo.
wala pa namang
Ah, yeah,
bago.
we want to say thank you talaga kasi this is experimental lang naman. Tinatry namin kung paano ba to gawin and matagal na kaming curious kung will it work or not. So it's
Yeah.
still a work in progress.
And then
But
even
thank you.
before kasi, yeah, even before marami na rin kasi nagtatanong sa amin. So habang nag-experiment, so eto na yung muna i-co-cover namin since yung topic is familiar sa amin.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So um,
Mhm. So we already
we're going
have
to get into
15 watchers.
yeah. So I hope you like the way we're presenting this today.
Mhm.
Malamang alam nyo na rin yung storya, pero sa hindi, I mean, it's a good way na i-save ito tapos uh, i-share for future time.
Yeah.
We prepared a short discussion.
And then you can
Okay,
watch it
ready?
again in YouTube as well, right? So we're gonna post this.
Okay. Oh,
You're cutting off Annabelle.
I'm
Mhm.
not. No. Okay. At so hindi nakakaalam, nasa pareho po kaming bahay. It just seems like we're not in the same house. So dapat mag-boost. Oo nga naman. Eh, saka na
Uy,
yung
Jan.
boost pagka
Yeah, pag
kaya na.
magbo-boost. Si Jan
Yeah.
watching from Talipapa. Magkahiwalay
Oo.
lang ba kayo ni Abby ngayon?
Iba na yung niya, hashtag Canada na nga si Abby. Okay. Okay,
Jan
so,
balik Talipapa. Yeah.
uh, this
Yeah,
discussion
we
is,
can start.
lang,
Yeah. But yeah,
di,
but before we start, siguro marami makakapanood naman nito later on once we posted it or save it here and in YouTube. So, I appreciate if you can, yung, 'di ba usually they send stars, but for me or for our end, I wanted to help someone. So yung friend namin, I can
yeah, go ahead.
yes, Annabelle.
Yeah, go on.
So yeah, so we have my friend Christian Kabusao, or we called him Ian. He's my classmate elementary in Espiritu. And unfortunately, meron siyang chronic kidney disease, and he is a CKD warrior. So, as you know, if you have a chronic kidney disease, ang dami mong kailangang gamot, right? There's a lot of things going on. It affected na yung pati yung eyesight niya as well as hearing. So there's a lot of things that ang dami niyang kailangang bayaran, as we know in the Philippines, if you're not working na hindi rin siya makapag-work. So any help, um, if you can send it via GCash diretso sa kanya. The information is here, and then we're gonna post it again later. So any amount naman will work just to help him. So yun po.
Yeah,
All right. Malaking
malaking
tulong.
tulong din siya
Yeah.
para
So
kahit
basically,
any amount.
yeah, for kidney,
Okay.
'di ba? What do you call that treatment? That
Nagpapa-dialysis siya.
dialysis.
So,
Yeah.
it takes hopefully if you can also share this to people who want to
Mm-hmm.
help. So,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for your hashtags. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we can start.
O, disclaimer muna, Daddy, pakibasa.
Oh, so for a disclaimer, we are sharing personal experience. This does not constitute legal advice about immigration policies in Canada. So nandito kami, meaning to say, payong kaibigan, based from our own experience. This is not a legal advice, and yung immigration policies, if you have other questions to that, maybe you can research more, or you can touch base with any of the
The
immigration
experts.
consultants
Okay.
that are that we have in the Philippines.
Okay. So, sharing lang talaga tayo.
Mhm,
Sharing.
yeah. Sharing lang, kwentuhan lang.
Oh,
So
habang hintay nating umakyat pa ang ating mga watchers. So, okay. So, ang topic natin, paano ba tayo nag-migrate sa Canada? So,
eto,
um,
yun, yung mga nagko-comment ngayon, yung si John and Abby, sila yung main reason ba't kami nag-Canada. No, just kidding. But initially, sila yung nauna sa'min, and we asked questions about the Canada going here. So si Abby, siya yung international student pathway. So here are the things na diniscuss ni Abby sa'min when we
okay.
yeah, when we plan to migrate to Canada.
So, in a way, parang sinummarize
Mhm,
namin into, let's say, six
mhm,
stages
mhm,
of ano, and then we'll go through all the stages entirely, and then ano natin ng one by one with sharing and example. Ayan. Okay. So,
yeah,
one, i-choose. Two, register,
register,
enroll.
mhm,
Three, prepare. Mamaya, anong prepare what? Okay. Four, apply for the visa. And then five, arrive and settle. So let's go through the first one. Let me click. Hey, okay. So this is just a slide of pictures, but okay, Daddy. Ano ba yung i-choose mo muna bago ka mag-decide talaga na pumunta ng Canada? Okay, your audio.
so basically, the first thing that you need to do is to research kung saan mo gustong province ng Canada. Um, if you will if you're thinking about it, Canada is really big, right? So, maraming different provinces in Canada, and each provinces meron silang schools na nag-a-accept ng international student. So,
Mm.
basically, depende sa inyo if you will choose, for example, Ontario, because yung background nyo is more into tech or something na after you graduate, may work ka agad, or like Manitoba, for example, or Alberta, because may pathway naman na after you graduate is puwede na kaagad kayong maging permanent resident. So it really depends on your priorities. Like for example, pupunta kayo Ontario kasi may kamag-anak kayong matutuluyan. But, we're going to discuss it further. But basically, the first thing that you need to do is to choose the correct, or the
The
city or
place that
province,
you
the
want
place
to
that you
go.
wanted to go or
And then,
stay.
and then if ikaw yung mag-aaral or meron kang spouse, meron din kayong choice na gagawin between the two of you. So, ano yon? Ano yung choice na yon, Daddy? Na kailangan pag-usapan ng mag-partner or ng mag-asawa?
Sorry?
Dan,
Yeah.
ano ba yan?
You discuss first. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments.
Okay, ano ba hindi ka okey, tignan
Yeah,
mo
para
naman
mo
'to. 'Di
yeah.
ba ano, choose. So, eh, sino sa inyo mag-aaral? So, kung mag-asawa or ikaw ba daddy mag-aaral o si mommy ang mag-aaral? Bukod dun sa saan tayo titira, it's a leap. So, you have to decide if, you know, sino ba ang naaangkop na maging student.
Mhm,
Um, and then, syempre, we will go on later to the next step. Pero it's really a lot of planning talaga. Not just yung, ay kasi gusto ko tumira sa Vancouver or ganon, di ba?
mhm,
Uh, so, okay. Hmm. So after you choose, I'm gonna go to step 2, register, enroll. Ito yung sinasabi nila na uh, maghahanap ka na ng school. Tama, Dad?
yeah, you have
Okay.
to look for the school. So, basically maraming ano yan, um, may list that you can check whichever kunwari nasa Ontario. And then specifically, hindi lang Ontario, ang laki ng Ontario. So, merong certain city that you would like for us, we're here in Toronto or North York, hanapin mo yung mga schools that fit what your choice. Like for example, you wanted business management. So, doon kayo titingin ng school and you have to register. But there are things that you need to consider for school. Basically, ang priority dapat for the school is naka-DLI, correct,
Mm.
Ana?
It's a
Yeah.
designated learning
Mhm.
institution. So hindi siya basta-bastang any college or any school. We're showing you some pictures of some of the schools in different provinces.
Yeah.
So bukod sa
Yeah.
choosing the right program, you have to also choose the right school.
Mhm.
And ang maganda doon, dahil tayo may mga may edad na at may work experience na tayo sa Pilipinas, pwede tayong mag-ano ng postgraduate na degree. It doesn't have to
Mhm.
be a bachelor degree. You can do a postgraduate degree kung previously meron ka ng diploma sa Philippines. And you can also do a master's. Some of the programs, Daddy, ano yung mga length ng mga
Um,
programs
there
dito?
are merong 1 year and merong 2 years.
Aha.
However, if you're gonna choose the 1 year program, most probably makukuha mong postgraduate work permit. Ana can explain kung ano yung postgraduate work permit is just 1 year. Pag 2 years,
Yeah.
makukuha mo is 3 years postgraduate work permit. I believe may question muna before going there, si Lisa, what if anak ko? So, um, what do you mean anak? Kung anak mo, she can go here. How old is uh your your
Your
daughter, your
child.
son? Yeah, Lisa. Kasi if anak mo, you can go with your anak pero naka ano ka lang, visitor's
Tourist.
visa. Yeah,
Oo.
you cannot work. So basically, um, 'pag may partner siya or spouse na yung anak mo, he or she can bring yung spouse. Yung spouse yung puwedeng mag-work. They called it open work permit. Any work puwede siyang mag-work for that. But we're gonna go through with those, information,
Mm.
Lisa,
So
yeah.
again,
Mhm,
dahil sabi nga natin kanina sa first step, choose sino ang mag-aaral, husband or wife, partner
mhm,
or ano. So yung
mhm,
isa is mag-aaral siya, siya yung
mhm,
student permit, and then the spouse or the partner will be open work permit. So in our case, ako yung student, and
mhm,
then my spouse is the open work permit. As a benefit, we were able to bring our 4 children. So our four
mhm.
dependent children dahil meron kang dependent children at ikaw yung student, part of the privileges you can be together and you can come to Canada and they can study. So in our case, naging helpful sa amin yung privilege na yun para we are here together. And then
Yeah. So, meron naman, eh. It really varies kung ano yung magiging decision niyo ng partner niyo. For us kasi, 'di ba, it's better for us to bring everyone na at least kasi ano yan, eh, later as we go along ide-describe namin bakit. Pero for us, we prefer na sama-sama na kami. Kasi lalo na ako, puwede na ako mag-work kaagad para makatulong while Ana is, focusing on studying, at least ako puwede akong kumayod, 'di ba, to support the family. Eh, wala
Mhm.
namang problema kasi yung mga kids, until high school free ang tuition. So,
Yeah. Yeah, but on
iyon.
top of that,
Mhm,
yung the education itself is an investment, not just money investment, but syempre time and effort. Kasi uh,
mhm,
I personally I took a 2 year program, and
mhm,
then at the same time you're studying and you're taking care of the household. So those are things that you have to find a balance. Pero you will find out later on na after you finish the program, parang ang bilis lang niya. Yeah. Oh, there's a comment here from Lisa.
mhm,
She's clarifying about her
mhm.
son. Can you check on that?
Yeah, he's 23 and just passed the board exams for psychometricians. Ano yun? No, sorry. He's
Yeah,
looking for options to take masters for psychology abroad, scholarship sana. Um,
psychometrician yung ano pa nag-administer ng mga exams to test your IQ or your ano,
okay.
just ko Lord.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry naman. Alam ko
Okay.
lang pediatrician.
Mm.
Yeah. So basically for that, um, pwede siyang mag-enroll for masters. Ah, yun nga, mas preferred kasi mas mataas ang magiging points niya 'pag master's
Mm.
degree. However,
Not many schools offer masters in that
master's degree,
specialization.
correct.
He can take a postgraduate program, maybe a 1 year to 2 year program,
Mhm,
which is there's different specializations. Hindi necessarily psychology ang specialization. A lot of the postgraduate programs are more career centered, such as let's say healthcare administration or uh, business analytics. So the degree you're gonna get is aligned to like a target career. So
mhm,
unlike sa Philippines, when you say Bachelor of Science in Commerce, Bachelor of Science in Biology, it's very general. That's why we have 4 year bachelor programs. So now in Canada, there's an option for like your son, who's already a bachelor graduate, is he can take maybe 1 year or 2 year program. It doesn't have to be a master's. Masters can be quite expensive, pero there are various programs that he still can be aligned to his skill. He can get a
mhm,
certification. Kasama
yeah,
din dito yung I think some of the HR professionals, they also need psychometricians for
mhm,
giving tests to employees. So
yeah, and yeah,
research.
to
We do a lot of
answer
research too.
scholarship sana medyo mahirap kumuha, pero puwede namang i-try, 'di ba? That's the reason why you wanted to look at the school or yung location kung saan, puwede siya mag-research, eh. Check niya lang yung mga schools that accepts masteral or whichever 2-year course baka puwede. Pero meron kasi, if I'm not mistaken, but not dun sa Lambton, correct me if I'm wrong, Annabelle, 'di ba, merong school na 'pag naging ano ka, parang they called it dean's list, right? So,
Aw.
me they will you will get something, like a cash incentive, like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
tuition.
Yeah,
So
that's like
mhm,
an allowance,
mm,
right? But
mm,
in terms of yung tanong ni Lisa na meron bang scholarship, they call it scholarships here, pero it's
mhm,
upon registration. So some schools, like if you live in Southeast Asia, they already give less amount of the tuition as a
mm,
scholarship, but it's not necessarily the whole tuition for international students. Pero meron, there's a way to reduce your tuition by maybe up to $5,000. It depends on the eligibility. Like what are you from the Philippines? Some of the factors that they look at
mhm,
are you from any of the Southeast Asian nations like this?
mhm,
So special programs of the schools, of course, to invite more international students is sige, mamigay tayo ng mga let's say waived ang application fee, waived ang mga ganitong incidental fees, and then we can give them additional discount. So they call it a discount, but it's actually a
mhm,
scholarship. That's what they end up. So there's a way to reduce the expense, but at still we keep telling you it's a investment pa
mhm,
rin to migrate, not just to study, but really to move, to migrate.
correct.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
okay. So moving
thanks.
on to the next step, Annabelle?
Okay. Hope we answered your question. Ito yung prepare. Wala
Prepare,
naman
but
akong checklist na hindi ilalagay
yeah,
dito.
but before enrolling, 'di ba, Annabelle, there are things that you also need to prepare.
Yes. Yeah, so
So,
again, when we were
yeah.
talking about enrolling in the school, right? Ano
Yeah.
ba yung usually hinihingi ng school?
Mhm.
In our case, obviously hihingiin yung transcript mo from your previous university, your diploma. Mm, if undergrad ka naman, let's say, meron pa rin mga other programs that will allow you qualified ka at least kung nakapag 1 to 2 year programs ka sa college sa Pilipinas, okay lang din yon. There's also English test. So there are some schools that require you to take an English language proficiency like IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo.
Mhm.
Uh, ano pa ba yung mga requirement? Basta ano, titignan din nila kasi yung
Yeah.
profile mo as
Mm.
a student na bagay ka ba dito, hindi yung mai ka lang or maisuot ka
Mm.
lang doon sa program, parang gano'n.
Correct.
Um, yeah,
And
what
medyo
else?
dapat aligned dun sa past experience mo or dun sa
Yes.
course mo na you've
Tsaka yung
graduated, 'di ba?
maiko-connect mo at maide-defend mo
Mm.
sa application mo kung bakit nga ba mo kukunin 'to, bakit marapat. So, ito yung step 3, yung prepare. I
Mhm.
think ang laging nagtatanong na ano is, magkano ba, 'di ba? Yun ang ano, anong sagot mo diyan?
Usually, the tuition fee is around, 'di ko alam kung tumaas na. It's 8,000, between $8,000 to 10,000 Canadian dollars. It's around times 40 sa Philippines per sem. So, if kinuha mo is 1 year uh, course is times 2 mo lang siya, so it's 16K. Or if it is a 2 year course, usually 3 sems lang. Correct me if I'm wrong, Annabelle, yung babayaran,
Yeah,
right? And then the
yes,
fourth
yeah.
sem is co-op, which is
Mm,
parang OJT.
mm. So,
So
usually
that is
talaga
that is
dito.
you don't have to pay anything,
Oo,
right?
wala. Pero kailangan mo maghanap ng
Mhm.
co-op na ano, parang
Mm.
internship as part of the requirement to graduate. So, ang actually
Mm.
mong pag-aaralan na semester is 3 full semester na paid yon ang tuition mo. And then, at the last semester before you graduate, you will be assessed by your school if you completed the number of hours for the co-op or the internship. So yun, yun ang isa pa sa mga magandang factor na 'pag nag-aral ka sa Canada kasi even before ka mag-graduate, puwede ka na mag-gain ng some sort of work experience and, connections to the industry kasi ano ka, eh, meron ka ng ano, walang comment daddy,
Oh, wala
tanggalin mo
ba?
yan.
Sorry.
Oo, hindi lumalabas yung comment, huwag mong pipindutin. Ayun, teka meron akong ilalagay tingnan natin kung lalabas siya dito. Um Yan, okay. So, habang nagsalita tayo para medyo may movement yung screen natin. So, prepare. Yung
Mhm.
funds, katulad ng sinabi ni Daddy kanina, hindi siya specific na number. Wala naman tayong sinasabing 1M, 2M, 3M. But the point is, it has to be more than enough to cover your tuition, not just tuition for one sem, pero tuition for the entire program, whatever the duration of your program is. And then your funds should also be more than enough to cover cost of living. So,
Mhm.
obviously, if you're bringing family, it'll be much higher. So,
Mhm.
it's really a lot of preparation. Tas, ang mga tanong din usually sa amin is, paano kung sponsor? Paano ba yon, Daddy? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng sponsor?
Usually, if we don't have enough funds naman, sponsor meaning to say, like yung immediate family mo, like your brother, sister, mom, dad, relatives, even if they're not in the Philippines, like in the US, they can provide sponsorship. Meaning to say, pwedeng in written letter, sabihin nila na they will, like for example, your mom will be the one who's going to pay the tuition, and your dad will pay for the like yung
Living
lahat ng living
expenses?
expenses.
Oo,
So
oo.
yun ang kailangan i-consider kasi honestly speaking, hindi biro yung student pathway. It's really magastos. Yun yung term.
Yeah, and then
But there's
understood
a
naman.
trade-off, eh, parang ano yan, eh, parang kang nagnenegosyo, may return of investment. Yun na lang yung isipin mo.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
yeah, rather than you like for example, I don't want to name school in the Philippines, like yung mga high-end schools, right? How much is it na per sem yung mga 'di ba high-end schools in the Philippines like 100K, 150, I don't know. So kung gano'n 'di ba, why don't you just ano, konti na lang, eh, dito mo na spend sa Canada kasi after mo maka-graduate, you can easily get a job here and then you can be a permanent resident. And then Lisa, for you, if ever like yung anak mo, it's still 23 years old, pag na permanent resident na siya, pwede ka niyang kuhanin. And
Kunin
then
as the
as,
parent.
as the
But that's a
parent,
different
it's a
pathway which
different, oo.
hindi
Pero,
pa kami ano dun, alam.
oo. So, parang ganun. Or worst case, mapauwi ka ng Pilipinas, you're a graduate in first world country, Canada. 'Di ba? Parang
Yes.
ano 'yun, eh, growth. Kasi 'yun din yung ilalagay mo, eh, sa pag-explain mo nung letter mo bakit na 'pag after mo maka-graduate, 'pag umuwi ka ng Pilipinas, eto yung magiging career ko, progression ko. Puwede
Oo.
akong maging ano, 'di ba,
Let's say supervisor muna.
magnanakaw, joke,
Hindi.
hindi, hindi.
Ano, supervisor tapos manager. So parang
Manager,
'di ba
yeah.
i-explain mo naman dun na yung medyo possible naman, wag mo namang ilagay dun na gusto ko maging chairman of the board in 3 years. So
Mhm,
obviously hindi naman siya parang realistic. So ano, parang explain mo na paano nakatulong sa iyo 'tong pag-aaral mo. How will it
mm.
equip you for success? So may konting pagkukuwento dun minsan. You also have to be a little bit emotional and say, about my family needs me, my parents need me to help them as they're growing older. So those are parts of the things that naiintindihan naman ng visa officer na ang Pilipino, very close tayo sa mga family natin and we're always together. So when you're applying for a visa, understood na lolo or lola, mama and papa can support you. They can provide you funds if you need it. So kasama yung lahat. So ano pala ulit yung pwedeng funds na i-present at ano yung hindi pwede, Dad? Kasi hindi enough yung cash, right? It's not just cash. Um, it, parang K-drama daw. O yung parang medyo may konting gano'n na, oh, I grew up in this ganyan, and then nag-strive kami until nakapag-aral kami thanks to my mom and dad. May mga gano'n pong mga stories. And I was saying na what we show as funds is of course bank account. So mas maganda dapat kung pangalan mo yung bank account, and then you can also show what do you call this, insurance. Okay, but those are like your home ties. You have to show things na parang ano yung babalikan mo sa Pilipinas, yung hindi mo i-abandon sa Pilipinas. So that's what we call home ties. So there's a section in your letter that you're going to be explaining about those. For example, yung bahay, lupa. So naipundar mo siya, eh. So pupunta ka ng Canada for in the meantime, parang temporarily iwan ko muna yung property namin, parang ganun. So, ililista mo siya doon sa application mo. So, it gives the visa officer parang an idea na, oh nga, no, makes sense. Mag-aaral lang siya, and then they're gonna upskill and come back to the Philippines. Mas maganda na yung buhay nila. So, nandun na yung mga other relatives nila, property nila, ganun. So,
Yeah.
dapat yung funds is available, no, Dad? Hindi siya yung
Mhm.
inutang na parang,
Ye
actually, we don't say it show money, eh, di ba? Kasi they will look at how long have you had the money in your account. So those are factors to consider.
mhm.
Hindi yung ilipat mo lang kagad tomorrow, apply ka kagad tomorrow ng visa. So
Correct. Kasi
it should
hindi
be,
hindi biro naman gastos, 'di ba? Kahit nasa Pilipinas ka, eh. So, like here, lalo na ngayon, yeah, you can for if you're just one person, single ka, siguro you can rent, $1,500. Dito, sa Toronto area, Ontario, 1,500 para kang room sharing lang nun. So, you just have one room for yourself. So yun yung kailangang i-consider mo. Since nag-aaral ka, 'wag mo munang isipin na magtrabaho ng magtrabaho. For here demanding din ng ano, ang pag-aaral. Promise, you have to, focus on your studies. Kasi 'pag bumagsak ka, eh, good luck, yun yung term. You can
mm-mm.
you have to enroll kung 2-year program yun, yung 4th year mo, ika 4th sem mo, you have to pay for that. Parang babayaran mo kaysa
para
libre na
lang
magbabayad ka for the
oo,
co-op, kung
para maipasa
within
mo
the
siya,
ano ka pa rin.
oo.
Yeah. So, ayun, and then siyempre yung mga gastos mo, pagkain, magba-bus ka. Usually the bus here, is like around, $4 for a 12, 16, 'di ba? So, mga ano 'yan, around ₱160.
Ang
Ano
sakay,
'yun, one way pa lang.
one way,
So,
mm.
pero ano 'yun, within 2 hours.
Mm. Kaya nga
Oo,
dapat
so
tama
kahit
yung sinasabi
palipat-lipat
ni
ka.
Abby na aral mabuti kasi hindi siya talaga puwedeng yung papetiks-petiks ka lang dahil unang-una you spent on, to study. So,
Mm,
pagbutihan mo na at sabi nga naman nila, sabi din ng mga nakakausap natin na 'pag mga Pilipino talaga like we have good study habits and medyo competitive tayo kaya we don't wanna fail.
mm,
Karamihan talaga ng mga nagsa-succeed sa international student pathway, mga Pilipino dahil lagi silang pumapasok, masipag silang gumawa ng papers, nasasabit nila lahat on time, at patataas ang mga grades nila. So, yeah, you don't even need to be an honor student in the Philippines. I mean, basta masipag ka lang, you'll survive in Canada. Diba? Yun yung
mm.
prepare. So, after ng prepare, balikan natin yung steps mo, is mag-apply ka na ng visa. So,
Yeah,
paano ba yung system ng applying ng visa?
yeah, maybe you can help me further. Kabisado mo siya.
Ano ba yan? Ang daya.
I'll leave
Okay.
it up to you.
Okay, kasi, ang visa application naman ngayon, based on Canada is ano lang, online naman lahat. You don't need to come in person to the embassy or to book an appointment. Um, there are requirements. You just have to fill out the forms online, upload all those things that we mentioned kanina, diploma mo, your bank account, your family ties, your home ties, all supporting documents. Um, and of course the school that you are already taking in Canada naka-indicate na doon. So dapat naka-secure na yung slot mo doon sa school sa Canada. Everything is done online and then usually what is the time frame? Oh, meron pa pala doon dad yung medical. Di ba sinabi yon na kailangan mo ng
Oh,
medical exam?
yeah,
Required siya.
I
So that
forgot.
you can do that after you click on the application form online or you can do it before. So meron tinatawag nilang upfront medical. Um,
Mhm,
and then you also pay some fees because you need to get your police clearance or NBI. Kasama din po siya sa ina-upload dito. Um, so if it's an entire family, you upload each document for each member of the family. So and there are fees that you just pay via online on with credit card. Ang processing time niyan, well, supposedly, according to Government of Canada, is about 12-14 weeks. You will get a news or some approval um, about what do you call this? If you're approved for your visa, you will get a result. So in some cases, there are refusals. And then, of course, before that happens, tigalingan mo na yung application mo para um, more chances of winning. So may mga strategy to be successful in the visa
mhm.
application. But if you do get refused, there's always a way to reapply naman, di ba? Hindi naman
Yeah,
siya end of the world.
sorry. Yeah, kung medyo seryoso. Chine-check ko kasi nung nagkaroon tayo ng technical issue. So now, nakita ko na yung comment. So, what I did is just edit the audience dun sa Facebook profile ko. Naka-public
Ah,
kasi friends lang
ayun,
before.
ayan pala. O, nakikita na natin. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
kaya ano, medyo konti yung viewers natin, pero maybe next time, alam na
oo,
natin.
oo lang ano talaga, siyempre parang learning curve din kasi
Learning,
'tong
yeah.
program na itong software na 'to, but we really wanna be able to share at ano, wala,
Yeah.
entertain, ha?
So, please bear with us.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. It's our
kunyari
first
ano,
time, lalo na ako,
ayan.
hindi ako sanay.
Oh, oh my goodness. So, like example in this slide that we're gonna show. Oh, there, Lisa said something about, oh, there, thank you. Ganun dapat yun. Sasabi, Thank you for your comment. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Abby, for your comment. So it's a real
Mhm.
time thing, and hopefully we should get like many, many more comments that will help
Mhm.
us to show a lot more information on this one. So
Correct.
friends, share pa rin. Habang nag-usap tayo dito, sinishare ko dito sa
Mm.
page ko. Mali mo, may biglang may mag-click, may mapadaan, maklik. So, yun.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah. So
Apply ng
next
visa.
step, arrive and settle. Yun ang maganda dito eh, when you arrive.
Hindi
Feels
syempre
like,
pag na-approve ka na,
yeah.
oo.
Yeah, pag na-approve na ko, yun, that's before ka ma-approve when you lodge. Yun yung sleepless night. So, it's like, ano ka eh, excited, kinakabahan, what if, yun eh. I believe even din si Jerome, Abby, si John, alam nila yung naging feeling na nag-aantay ka ng approval.
Mm-mm.
So yun, hindi ka makatulog, promise. Kami ni Ana nun lagi kami parang until 2 AM nagkukuwentuhan pa kami, paano 'pag ganyan, paano 'pag ganito, paano 'pag hindi tayo na-approve, paano 'pag na-approve tayo? So
Yeah.
ano, grabe yun,
Oh,
grabe.
and then yun nga yung pagdating din 'di ba parang may adjustment phase ka din,
Mhm,
hindi lang as an
yeah.
individual, as a family. So, sabi nga ni Jerome,
Sadya
yun ang una niya napansin pagkadating niya na
maginaw.
Maguinao, 'di ba? Oh, well, Canada, eh. Kaya kaya
Canada,
obvious
yeah.
yeah. So, medyo Maguinao, but then, if maybe about settling down, or that will be like a different topic for discussion.
Yeah,
Napakahaba pa diyan, and
it will be a long topic,
marami
yun.
pang sharing, and we want
Mm,
to be able to also get feedback or info from mga ibang tao na nag-arrive na rin dito at
yeah.
nag-settle. Hindi lang
So,
from our point of view, also from their point of
yeah.
view.
So, yung mga mali-late na mag-ano ng video, mag-watch, you can also provide your comments after this. Tapos open kami kung anong topic gusto nyo i-discuss
Oo,
natin. So, plano namin sana every at least once a week. Ako, puwede ako mag-everyday, wala akong ginagawa. Kaya lang si Ana busy.
yeah. So kung pinanood niyo po yung mga post niya nung mga nakarang araw, ay nagra-rant siya about,
At
his
pasensya na yung sa editing skills ko. Kung 1 to 10 yan mga nasa ako 0.2
oh my God.
learning.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
so
okay.
yun.
Okay,
Yeah,
so like
so
that covers the that discussion.
discussion, yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then
and like
yeah, I'm gonna re-show this part.
yeah.
Can you say it again, please?
So for any help, please, dun sa classmate, friend ko, si Ian Kabusaw from Spirito Santo, ano siya, ah, CKD warrior, bali needed financial help. He can't work kasi talagang I think recently nagkaroon siya ng eye surgery kasi talagang lumalabo na yung mata niya. And then pati I think kailangan niya na rin ng hearing aid. I believe nakakuha na siya ng hearing aid kasi pati yung hearing niya affected. Um, so yeah. So any help, any financial help via GCash, BPI, BDO, you don't need to send me stars, whatever. Just give it to Ian na lang uh,
Yeah.
para to help him out
Sana po,
financially.
kahit konti, like this would raise, kahit konti awareness, you'll never know, like, any amount, malaki din ang maitutulong
Correct.
sa tao na
Yeah, I believe meron tayong phone in question.
teka lang,
Do we
sandali
have?
lang.
Do we have ba?
Teka, teka, nagdadamigit ako. Ganun po ba? Meron ba tayong,
Meron tayong phone in question eh.
okay, teka,
Ita
idadial lang natin, ha?
yeah, itago na lang natin sa pangalang Sir.
Okay.
Yan, ayan na. Sir Sir Jake,
Good
ang
morning there.
ang ating Brisbane. So guys, promote natin Brisbane kung gusto niyo mag-franchise or kung gusto niyo bumili ng tea, coffee, Brisbane. Libre daw eh. For ano, first 2,000 customers.
May
Joke lang.
code. Pagka pumunta sa
Oo.
shop, sasabihin mo, Jake Pogi. So may
Ay,
free ka na ano.
wala yun.
Okay. Ito
Oh,
lang. Thank you, Lisa. Like, Jake's still there. I just want to say thank you for your
yeah,
comment.
Lisa,
Thank you so
just
much.
you can message me then if you have a question directly.
Jake's still there. See?
Yeah.
Okay. So, bakit ka ba natawag? Meron ka bang question para kay
Ay,
Beezz?
marami. Marami sa inyong dalawa. Actually, so ano lang yun, mga question out of curiosity about this topic. And this session is great, though meron mga slight difficulties because you're navigating about things, but so overall, sobrang
Good.
okay. Sabi ko nga, parang project manager na dating na natin. May stats ka
Lang.
talaga nung
Wala nang trap. Si Ana gumawa nun.
All right.
Okay.
So, ayun, may mga couple of questions lang ako. I mean, I think mainly out of curiosity, if in case that I'll be considering, especially that I have a small family, I have a three-year-old kid, si Miggy. So, ano may mga magandang age ng bata or ng kids na pwedeng isama? Kunyari, couple kayo, diba? Tapos,
Mhm.
maghintay ba ako like maging 5 years old siya or like 3 years old is fine. Especially consideration na by next year, he needs to go in a school, di ba? Nursery. So, paano
Mhm.
yun? Parang we don't have any experience about school. And then pupunta siya dyan. And I don't have any idea. So, what do you think about it?
Ano, unang-una, dagdagan mo pa muna si Miggy. Sundan mo na. Just kidding. Shout out
Well,
kay Miggy, yeah. Yeah.
uh,
So, I think, there's no for me, correct me if I'm wrong, wala namang ano talaga right age. Pero if you will ask us kung ano yung parang mas convenient, ah, na age na parang yung bata is puwede na siyang, maiwan sandali, I think, 7? Yeah,
Seven.
yes. And
7
then
years old, yeah.
that's the
Mhm,
ideal school age,
mhm,
because 7 is already probably grade 1 or
mhm,
2, but
mhm,
if he's turning around 5 or 6, he can already apply for kindergarten. So I think one of the challenges talaga ng parents when they come here is finding childcare, kasi sanay tayo
Hmm.
sa Philippines na meron tayong yaya or meron tayong relatives that can help us na to take care of the children. If you would say optimal age, na at
mhm.
least the child is slightly independent.
Yung
Doesn't have
puwede
to be
na,
full.
yeah, ay yung he
Kaya
or
na kung ano, magluto mag-isa, no? Parang ganun.
oo,
Assign
Oo,
ka na
yung
dyan.
magluto ng itlog.
nakakapag-file na siya ng taxes, yung mga gano'n. Pwede na yung gano'ng skill. Pero
Yeah,
I
joke.
mean, like the children here, parang very ano naman sila, resilient. Madali sila naka-adapt actually. So,
Yeah,
however, wag naman, but it's too old. What do you think, Daddy, is a too old na age if you wanna migrate
oo,
with your
Ah,
family?
wala na wait lang, hi lang
Wait.
kay G. Thank you for sharing.
Thank
Si
you.
G na nagbigay sa'kin ng ano, advice. Siya na may 7,000 followers. If you can follow her then,
Oh, yes.
ano
Thank
G,
you. Thank you so
you can
much.
also buy ano, gold from her. Thank
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so
kung sa
basically wala namang ano, maximum age, pero of course, kung ayaw niyo masyadong malaking gastos for a kid, for your kung may anak kayo, until high school, siguro 'pag college, 'wag na muna isama until you're
mm.
a permanent resident na. Kasi if not, baka matulad kayo
Kailangan din niya
sa'min.
mag-aral, oo. Parang the parent and the
gastos pa.
child, kailangan nilang mag-aral.
Yeah, parang doble international student rate kayo and
Mm.
believe believe us, hindi biro ang tuition.
However, like in some cases naman, if yung anak niyo naman is already of age, katulad nga ng sinabi kanina ni Lisa, pwede na siya yung mag-student, like by himself, by herself, mauna
Mhm,
siya na pupunta ng
mhm.
Canada. He or she can still come here. Na actually, mas madali nga yun pag nag-iisa ka and you're young, and the approval rate is much more favorable kapag,
Single, no? Parang ganun.
yes, single.
Yeah, tsaka ano, yung for that age, 23 years old, ang bilis yung points niya sobrang taas na
To be
kaagad.
PR. Oo.
So
Yeah.
mabilis ma-PR.
I hope that answers the question about
Yeah.
age ng child. You have
Yeah.
another question?
Oo, age pa rin siyempre, 'di ba? So,
Oo.
tapos yung age ng bata. Maybe
Oo.
how about the age para sa atin? Like for me, I am 23 years old.
Oh my
Huh?
God.
So,
No. Wag naman gano'n.
no, I'm just kidding.
Ano
I'm
ang
35.
age? Okay. Ano ang ideal age as a family or a parents as you and me
Napupunta doon.
to come to Canada? So
Ay,
that's the
diyan pala,
question.
ba't doon? Diyan, nandiyan pala kayo.
Oo.
Siguro for the age, like
Actually,
kung kami nga, if we kung nagkaroon kami ng ano, 'di ba, opportunity before, siguro yung pagkapanganak pa lang ni Jelly, after gumraduate ni
Hmm.
Ana, punta
well,
na kami
yes.
dito.
Yeah, in some cases, if you're prepared
Yeah,
enough,
if you
the earlier
yeah,
the better. Yeah, 'di ba 'yun ang ano.
yeah.
But
But we can
kung
also consider
international,
na parang ano, 'di ba, 3 years, yung magkaroon kang 3 years, work experience in the Philippines kasi ano yun, additional point din yun, ah,
Hmm.
'pag may
Sa
3
employment 'yan, 'no?
yeah,
oo.
oo,
So pagdating mo dito, meron ka ding experience, hindi yung parang
experience,
fresh
yeah,
grad na fresh grad. Now,
mm,
in terms of maximum limit, they've told me, and I researched this, na wala naman talagang age limit, di ba? Ang
mm,
pag-student, any age is okay. Hanggat kaya mong mag-aral and you're prepared, you can. You can be a international student and your spouse or partner can work here in Canada. May kwento ng iba parang kahit mga 50 plus na sila, 60 plus. Ganun. It's
Oo,
just a
talaga?
matter. Oh, it's just
yeah,
like if masters, yung mga
Oo,
gano'n. 'Di ba tayo sa Pilipinas nagte-take din tayo ng mga kung ano-anong courses,
sabagay. Oo nga 'no.
gano'n na rin.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
hindi
nabanggit
pa
mo kanina 'no? Sige, go, Ax. Go ahead.
sige, hindi pa huli Sir Jake, inaantay ka namin.
Ano yun?
Papunta na ba? On the way na ba? Pero actually, you mentioned about the spouse and partner. Siyempre, alam naman natin 'pag mag-isa minsan, I mean, prone tayo sa, longing for someone, 'di ba? Family, parang, nami-miss mo sila. So, pero do you think it is really recommended? For example, I have a wife, 'di ba? Mas okay ba na magkasama na kami or can I go there first and then explore ko, alamin ko ang situation? Ano bang mas okay, kasama yung partner or wife or solo? What do you think?
Okay, siguro in terms of kung
Mhm,
finances ang pinag-uusapan, you may people kasi na like if there is not enough, it's the strategy would be at least one family member muna. That would be it will help to prove na you have enough to support one. Now, if you're prepared enough and you have enough funds, ideally talaga kasama mo na
Kasama
yung
kami.
partner mo.
Yeah.
At bakit
Mhm.
daddy? Bakit mas importante na you're together as a family? At
yeah,
wala kayong anak, bakit importante na kasama mo yung other half mo?
kasi, emotionally, 'di ba, parang like for example as international student draining 'yan, eh.
Mm.
Marami kaming naririnig na umuwi kasi sobrang nalulungkot. Nandun, to provide support dun sa partner mo, not just financially na ikaw puwede kang mag-work, 'di ba, habang siya nag-aaral, but yung presence mo na siyempre pagod na nga siya, ikaw yung magluluto, 'di ba, ikaw yung magbibigay ng advice sa kanya during the time na nag-i-struggle siya sa school,
Mm,
nahihirapan. So, yung mga gano'n na may advantages ang pagiging ano, kasama yung partner,
correct.
Yes,
And then
yes.
may isa pa sila sinasabi na 'di ba kung international student ka tapos lumipat ka sa ibang bansa parang may culture shock, na
mm,
Hmm.
masyado din nilang fino-focus dito yung importance ng mental health, 'di
mhm,
ba? And if you're alone talaga yung nagsa-struggle, parang mahirap talagang mag-survive at lalo na mag-aaral ka pa para bang 'di ba, parang
Double, 'di ba? Double yung impact sa'yo.
parang
yeah,
double victim ka gano'n. Pero the idea nga is nagtutulungan. That's why
mhm,
there's a term in Canada application that they call family unification, and Canada's
Hmm.
very focused on that na. Di bring your family, kaya nga we want to encourage you to come here.
mhm,
Which is, ito yung weird okay, take note. Kapag nag apply tayo ng visa, sinasabi natin dun sa letter natin na babalik kami sa Philippines, right? Okay, like don't quote me on this, but this is really what's happening. Like we put in the letter, I want to come back to the Philippines, I want to work. Pero alam naman din ng nagbabasa na kaya ka nga pupunta dito kasi may intention ka to
Ah,
stay,
ah,
right? Pero kailangan pa rin nating ilagay doon sa application na no, hindi talaga ako magse-stay diyan. Parang option, may option, pero hindi mo focus yon. Kasi yung focus ng application mo today is to why you are a student. Yun ang i-defend mo.
gets,
Saka na
gets.
yung mga, I want to be a PR,
Bahala
I want
na,
to be a
parang ganun,
citizen.
oo.
Yeah, yeah. It's not really about that eh. It's just, I think the idea is why, anong target mo, anong goal mo for yourself.
And sa application, I think it will not be tackled naman about a PR, about long term na stay, 'di ba? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah. You don't
mainly
really,
for the mm,
yeah, you don't discuss that kasi out of topic na siya dun sa application mo for student. I
Correct.
hope that answers Jake's question.
yes, yes, yes,
Um,
sobra. So
Mm.
and also kung sakaling single ka, andiyan naman si Wax, si Jerome, folks there who can like inuman na lang, 'di ba? Ano, Wax?
oh,
Oo, basta
Inuman
libre,
libre.
basta nilibre kami.
oh, we have a comment here,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Ay, si G.
Kaya kay G, sabi niya, yeah, agree, mas okay na yung masasandalan ka kasi ang hirap mag-isa lalo iba yung place. Correct. 'Di ba?
Agree,
Parang
agree.
ano nga lang eh, umalis ka lang nga ng for a week na kahit within the Philippines, 'di ba? Iba
Parang
na yung
nami-miss mo
pakiramdam,
kagad
na-miss
yung
mo agad eh.
family mo. And
Mm,
then,
agree.
lalo na yung kuwari OFW, paano pa kaya sila?
Oo.
Na-experience na nila yung ang tagal na nilang
Correct.
away from the family. So, when you come to Canada, part
Mhm.
of your defense in your application is, OFW na ako for X years. So, ngayon,
Mhm.
gusto ko na, kasama ko naman na yung family ko, kaya ako mag-aaral.
Ah,
Pwede na kami tumira
sabagay.
together with a
Yeah,
better life. Kasi a
yeah.
lot of OFWs have to sacrifice, di ba? Na,
Marami, and maraming OFWs din na hindi naman sa maraming gusto mag-transfer sa Canada kasi if you're an OFW, for example lang, mga Dubai, Saudi,
mm,
kasi wala naman dun pathway na maging permanent resident ka or citizen. Nandun ka lang just to work and then after nun, balik ka ng Pilipinas.
yeah.
'Di ba?
Sabagay,
So,
makes
oh
sense.
yeah, kita ka ng malaki there, kasi usually mababa yung taxes nila, pero yung long term for the family parang hindi, eh. So, kaya ang ginagawa nila nag-iipon lang sila dun 'pag may enough money sila, ayun nag-a-apply sila going to Canada, New Zealand, Australia, kasi nga may pathway na for them to become a permanent resident and ano, citizen.
Mhm.
Gets, alright. Sige, ayun. Actually, ang dami kong tanong, ang daldal ko, no? So, but that's it for
Thank
me,
you.
no?
Thank you for
Thank you,
your
Sir
time,
Jake.
Jake.
Thanks,
Okay.
Next time
everyone.
Bye.
ulit.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Okay.
So, um,
Yeah. I Are we done for the day? Anything
I think
else?
so. We've been
Any
here for an hour. We were really targeting just to just speak for an hour at
uh, yeah, pero kasi nagkaroon tayong problema, 'di ba,
glitch. Oh,
technical,
pero maraming
yeah, so
salamat po sa
around ten
inyong,
twenty minutes.
yeah.
So
Maraming
thank you
salamat.
so much for watching, sharing this video. Sana nakatulong kami papaano ng konti. So, ano lang ulit, I'm not asking for any, return or stars for now. What I'm asking for, if kung may ano lang kayo, extra money for Ian Cabusao, my former classmate in Espiritu, meron siyang, chronic kidney disease, is fighting for it. You can send through GCash, BPI, BDO. It's here. Or if you have any questions, pag nawala tong information, just send me a message and then I'll share that information to you. So for now, thank you so much. So let us know whatever topic pa. Gusto nyo bang sundan pa tong topic? I think Lisa mentioned na ano, sana yung more ano, information about dun sa son niya. Yeah, maybe we can do some research on that kasi medyo hindi namin pinagdaanan yun Lisa.
Yeah. Tsaka,
Yeah,
ano,
yeah,
thank you. We
yeah.
promise to do
Mhm.
better next time. Ayun lang. So, standby na lang kayo sa page ni Wax Brillion. more
Yeah, next time
information.
kwentuhan naman habang umiinom
Uh,
ng coffee.
all
Bye.
right.
Thanks
Thank
everyone.
you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.